Hey guys, just wanted to let you know that we missed you and can't wait till you're back with us. I thought the best way to get out some information, particularly about math, would be to go ahead and record myself. So I don't think I'm going to go to Hollywood anytime soon, but I do want to let you know about the math lesson. As you can see behind me, today in class we did math lesson 7.8. You can go on the Google Classroom, today's Tuesday. You can find a video from the professor. You can find a lot of different math games, but I wanted to actually go over the lesson together. In your book, lesson 7.8 begins at about page 429. What it is subtracting mixed numbers when you have to regroup. Now remember, when we subtract, we always subtract with the top number minus the bottom number. We don't get to switch it around to avoid that regrouping, so we're going to practice the borrowing. So say, for example, that on the table there were 1 1/3 cookies, and you decided that you were going to eat 2/3 of the cookie. So when we have mixed numbers, it's always fractions and fractions, whole numbers and whole numbers. Well, if you look at this example, 1/3, you can't take 2/3 away from that. So we're going to borrow. We're going to borrow from the 1, which means there are 0 whole numbers. Now when I bring that over here, I can say 1 1/3, or I can call it something different. And we talked about that in class. I can say that one of our girls, "Hey girl," or I can say, "Hey Nicole." It means the same thing. So instead of bringing over 1, I'm going to call it 3/3. So what is it that I have now total in the fraction side? Well, I have 1/3 that was already there, plus 3/3, and I know that altogether that is 4/3. So now I can go back to doing the problem. 4/3 minus 2/3 is 2/3. Okay? So I've done fractions minus fractions, and I've done whole numbers minus whole numbers. Let's do another example. And again, these problems are coming from page 431, and you can check them out before you do the homework page at the end of the lesson or before you do the Think Central assignment. 4 7/10 minus 1 9/10. So I can't do 7/10 minus 9/10. So I'm going to need to borrow. So I'm going to borrow from the 4. That's a 3. And when I bring that 1 over, instead of calling it 1, I'm going to call it 10/10. So what do I have there all together? Well, I have the 7/10 that were already there, plus the 10/10 or 1 whole that I just brought over. So now that is 17/10. 17/10 minus 9/10. They have the same denominator. So 17 minus 9 is 8. 8/10. And 3 minus 1 is 2. So our answer to this problem is 2 whole and 8/10. Again, that problem came to us from page 431. The homework assignment for this lesson is on page 433. And also, we did our Think Central, and we did some of the practice activities that are posted on the Google Classroom, just like always. As far as reading, we continue talking about Molly Whoopie. Molly Whoopie is on a quest, and we talked about the elements of a quest. A quest has a hero. Molly Whoopie is definitely a hero. She has a purpose. Get these items for the king so that she and her sisters can marry the princes and live happily ever after. The setting for most quests is usually a village or the woods, and Molly overcame the challenges, so this definitely qualifies as a quest. We also talked about the story from Friday, Chai Li and the serpent. Remember that the serpent was eating the rice in the village, so Chai Li, she tricked the serpent, killed it, and she accomplished her quest. So in addition to your packet, front and back. You can also do your reading group questions, and in all the different reading groups we've also been talking about quests. So I hope that this video was helpful. You can have your mom or dad send me a message on Remind if you have any questions, and we can't wait to see you back. Bye.